Alright, so let us have our advanced pressure on pipe. So mag-discuss tayo ng mga problems involving sa ating mga topics na na-discuss sa pipe natin. Sige, so let us have our first problem. Basahin ko lang. An air bubble rises from the bottom of a well where the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius to the surface where the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. So find the percent increase in the volume of the bubble. The depth of the well is 5 meters. So atmospheric pressure is 101,528 pascals. Okay, so para masolve natin yung problem, we need to visualize what happened dun sa problem. Bali, sabi dito, meron tayong air bubble from the bottom of the well, then aangat siya dun sa surface. So meaning, kung ito-drawing natin to, ganito yung magiging itsura. So, ito yung ilalim ng ating well, ito yung surface ng tubig natin sa may well. Then since alam naman natin na pag malalim size tubig, mas mataas yung pressure. So kung mas mataas yung pressure, mas makakompress na yung bubble, di ba? So what that implies is sa mas malalim na part ng tubig, mas maliit yung bubble as compared pag umangat na yung bubble sa taas. So kaya nakita natin sa figure, mas malaki yung 2 kaysa yung 1. So pag sinabing 1, yan yung ating bubble at the bottom of the well. At yung 2, yan yung bubble at the top of the well. So we can actually get yung mga values na nandun sa problem and check natin kung ano yung mga meron tayo. So we will consider yung B1 natin as 1. So bakit naging 1? Kasi ang tinatanong percent increase. Mas mapapadali yung solution pag yung initial na volume natin, ginawa natin 1. So we will show that later on. Bakit ganun? So yung T1 naman natin, 0.1 nasa bottom of the well, that is 25 degrees Celsius. So that's 25, gawin lang natin absolute para di tayo mahirapan mag-compute later on. Then we will compute yung value ng T1. So that is 25 plus 273. So makukuha natin yung Kelvin, that is 298 Kelvin, di ba? Then T2, yan naman yung surface temperature, that is 27. So gawin ng absolute, that is plus 273. So ganun lang gagawin. Then once na makuha na natin yung dalawang temperature, that's 300 degrees Celsius, 300 Kelvin. So once na makuha na natin yung dalawang temperature, then we will also need to determine yung pressure natin. So what we are doing here is kinukuha muna natin yung mga possible na merong given sa problem. So kunin naman natin yung pressure. So since meron tayong depth, lalim ng tubig, then we can determine the pressure. So yung 0.1 nasa ilalim, and sabi natin pag meron siyang pressure na kinukuha under a specific height ng liquid, then we can use yung gauge pressure natin. So yung gauge pressure, that is yung pressure due to the depth of the liquid, plus yung atmospheric sa taas, which is atmospheric pressure. So kasama rin yung magko-compress dun sa bubble natin. So we know that from fluid mechanics, yung gauge pressure natin is equivalent sa specific weight ng liquid, gamma, times yung height ng liquid natin. So since dun sa problem, given tayo ng lalim ng well, which is from the surface to the bottom, that is 5 meters, then we can determine yung gauge pressure natin. That is yung liquid na specific weight times yung 5 meters na lalim. So therefore, pwede natin i-substitute yan. Since this is water, and yung ating liquid, then yung specific weight niya is 9810. That is also the same pag 9.81 kilonewton. The only difference is hindi natin ginawang kilonewton. Diba ginawa lang natin? So that's 9,810. So times the depth of the well, that is 5 meters, plus yung atmospheric pressure na 101, 528 Pascal. And so ito yung ating pressure 1. So we can solve this to have yung ating pressure 1. Then, kung titignan nyo sa units, meron tayong Newton per cubic meter. So cancel isang meter, magiging Newton per square meter, that is Pascal. Consistent ang units sa Pascal na 101,528, and therefore, pareho lang na Pascal yung lalabas na. Kumakuha natin, that is 150 times 78 Pascal. So meron na tayong pressure 1. How about yung pressure 2? So yung point 2, nandito siya nasa surface ng well, di ba? So ibig sabihin, yung pressure sa point 2 natin is yung pressure dun sa may surface. And that is yung ating atmospheric pressure. Sabi sa problem, that's also the same as 101.528 Pascal. Ayan, so pag tinignan mo yung given, so sir, meron tayo mga pressure. Meron din tayong temperature tsaka isang volume. Diba? So, alam natin na sa gas, meron tayong formula relating pressure, volume, and temperature, which is yung tinatawag na combined gas law. So, pag na-recall natin yon, that is P1V1 over T1 equals P2V2 over T2. So, substitute lang natin yung 0.1, 0.2, makompute natin to, 2 and 3 na temperature, bit natin ng naka-Kelvin. Volume 1, ginawa natin 1, since may binanggit sa term na percent increase in volume. So, kadalasan, pag may percent change sa ating parameter, so in this case, volume, then yung initial mo magandang gawin 1. So, therefore, substitute lang natin, ito yung makukuha natin equation. So, magkakancel out yung Pascal at Kelvin, yung unit natin ay pareho lang din doon sa V1, which is kadalasan pag volume, di ba, cubic meter naman. And so, let us compute yung value ng B2 natin. Then, when we have B2 actually, we can actually finally get the answer ng problem. Okay, so divide lang natin ng 298. Then, equate natin to sa 101.528 times V2. Then, i-divide lang natin sa temperature 2. It is 300 Kelvin. So, press lang natin shift solve. Makuha natin yung value ng B2. That is 1.49 V1. So, na-complete na natin yung B2. Ngayon, ano nang next na gagawin, sir? So, we can now determine yung percent increase ng volume. So, this is the reason bakit ginawa natin 1 yung ating initial volume. Since sabi ko nga, pag percent increase, we are measuring the difference ng dalawa divided by yung initial. So, maganda kung gagawin natin 1 to, hindi na tayo mahirapan, diba? Yung ating initial, which is yung V1. So, direct sum lang natin yan. Then, we can now solve again yung ating value ng percent increase in volume. So, that is 1.4931 minus 1. So, divided by 1 ulit. So, pre-nest natin equals, makuha na natin yung sagot, and that is basically yung 49.3%. From the choices, yan yung letter A natin. Ayan, sige. So, another problem relating naman ulit sa ating power and industrial plant. So, basahin ko lang. An ideal gas is 45 psig and 80 degrees Fahrenheit is heated in a closed container to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the final pressure? So, naghahanap ng final pressure. So, how are we going to determine yung final pressure? So, take note na kapag may binanggit sa problem na closed container, then we are referring to a constant volume process. And since given ka ng pressure tsaka temperature and constant yung volume at naghahanap ng isa pang pressure, then we can use yung gas laws natin. Since ideal gas nga ito, we can use yung gas law natin na combined gas law, which is P1V1 over T1 equals P2V2 over T2. Sir, bakit ito yung gagamitin? May constant na isa, yung volume. Actually kasi, pag ginamit mo yung combined gas law, you can simply cancel out yung constant, di ba? So, constant yung volume, di mawala yung P1, P2. Matitira dyan, P1 over T1 equals P2 over T2, which is what we call yung Charles law. Sometimes, yung Charles law na yan, yung constant yung volume, that is what we call the Gay-Lussac's law, di ba? In any case, pwede rin siyang tawagin Charles law kasi pareho naman yung isa rin siya sa nakadiscover niyan. Anyway, yung T1 natin, yun yung 45. But what we needed to use in our units for this equation are absolute. Absolute pressure dapat tsaka temperature. Since ito ay naka-gauge, then we need to convert into absolute pressure yung gauge pressure natin. So meaning, since this is PSI, so i-add pa natin ang 14.7. So that's the reason bakit may 45 plus 14.7 So divided by yung temperature natin, that's 80. Tapos gawin mong Rankine, so divided by plus 460 equals yung hinahanap natin E2, diba? Yung final pressure natin. So since dun sa choices, nakalagay A, ibig sabihin absolute na yung kukunin natin. So we don't really need to get or to add 14.7. Kung gauge yung nakalagay dito, edi mag-add tayo ng 14.7 para isang pindutan lang sa calculator. Diba? So, ganda. Kung pipindutin nyo sa calculator yan, yung mabilis nyo lang mapipindot. Diba? So, ita-direct sum lang natin to. Lagay lang natin, that is 45 plus 14.7 divided by 80 plus 460. Then, simply equate this into P2 over 130 plus yung 460 natin. So, simply press shift solve, then we can now have yung value ng P2. Kuha natin, it is equivalent to so 65.28 PSI. So, naka-absolute na yan. And from the choices, yan yung letter A natin.